Sure, abuti ona hle.
Where's our minister now? Where the? Shit. Yeah.
No, the DPC. Rosie.
Yeah, just put them aside, yeah.
Just here.
So that they can
On that side.
No, they'll stand here. Control them.
On the opposite side of the poles.
They are not over the poles.
Yes, they'll stand here.
Melissa.
I'll tell you from here.
Melissa. Melissa. Yeah. DP is sitting already. We'll open soon.
Go there, go there.
Dad. Dad, don't pick up me. I'm taking live now. I'm not feeling well, I know. Not at all.
And we do have
Sorry.
Minister responsible for basic education. Thank you so much. Welcome. Minister Gayton, Mckenzie, responsible for sports, arts and culture. Welcome. We do have Minister Utelezi, who's responsible for public service administration. Welcome. Our Honorable Premier, who's a delightful host, Honorable Premier Lazarus Mukhosi Ralebuha, for your hospitality in the Northwest Province. Our MEC Ralebuha Hapulu, MEC Kapi, for your hospitality. We do have Deputy Mayor, I might not see where he's seated, Councillor wa rona o teng mo wa toropo ya JP Max local municipality. Distinguished guests, we do have a National Youth Development Agency, we have Charlotte Maxwell Institute, and many institutions, including the Sporting Trust that joins us today. Please do take your seat. You all remain standing. That's a discipline of Northwest. We are here on this part, His Excellency, for a very important activity out of a collaboration, that is work done by the Sports, Arts and Culture together with Basic Education. They are implementing a very important aspect of our national youth development policy that focuses on the well-being of young people, that also integrates this work with education. Deputy President, today is an important day. This day in 1976, the youth of this country marched. They were challenging an imposition of Africans as a means of instruction, but most importantly, the imposition of a system of apartheid. It is on this day where we saw the resilience, the strength, but also the interest of young people, where they championed active participation to change the environment, but also to change what is happening as a challenge in our country. We are delightful that the outcome of that work, also as part of the broader challenging of the apartheid struggle, we've seen it that led into 1994's democratic era for this country. It's 30 years since we have had our own democracy that we have enjoyed, and we've enjoyed throughout the 7 administrations that we've had as a country. But it is important today, Deputy President, because the young people today have to utilize the stones, the bricks, as one of the struggle heroes of 1976 says, that is Mtate Seth Mazibuko. He always says that we must use the bricks and the stones to build a country, because those who had books were met with harsh oppressive system, but we as young people have the opportunity to do better to build this country. So we are delightful that we are here. While many issues that we are confronted with, whether it's from education, economy, and also social issues, we must actually deal with all of these. So I'm really appreciative of this moment led by yourself, Deputy President, to come together as a reminder, but also to say this is a clarion call for South Africa. So my name again is Mapaseka Steve Litsike. I'm the Deputy Minister in the Presidency responsible for women, youth, and persons with disability. My job here is to facilitate this brief session where our Deputy President will be leading us in terms of this handover that will be given as a multi-purpose sports facility. Let me welcome and request remarks by Minister of Basic Education, Minister Kwahube, to take us through her remarks. Over to you, Minister. Let's give a round of applause.
A very good morning, and thank you very much, Program Director. A very good morning to the Deputy President, Mr. Paul Mashatile. A very good morning to the Minister in the Presidency, Minister Chikunga. Good morning to the Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Minister Mckenzie. And really a good morning to the pupils who are here today, the most important people in the room. Hello, learners. You guys are looking very cold. Give me a good hello, learners. That's more like it. That's more like it. You are the actual VIPs here today. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're not just handing over a facility that is just simply bricks and mortar. Today we are doing so while marking an important day in our history. the Youth Day in South Africa. And as we do so, we are reminded of the spirit of 1976, in particular the young people of 1976, who rallied together and said we would fight against a system that seeks to oppress us. It was not just about rallying against a language of instruction, but against a system that refused to see them as human beings. They also did so to demand that they have access to good quality education. And I think for me, as the Minister of Education in the country, I draw my inspiration from the work that was laid and the foundations that was laid by those young people. That says the 13.5 million learners in our country need access to good quality education. And we can really only do that when we develop young people that are developed holistically. And this is why I want to appreciate the work that Minister Mckenzie and the Department of Basic Education have done to really breathe life into the Memorandum of Understanding that seeks to introduce and revitalize school sports in our communities. Because of course, we know that there's a direct correlation between academic performance and sporting facilities. We know that there's a direct correlation between how young people are actively involved in competitive sports and whether or not they are kept off the streets. And so this investment, Minister Mckenzie, is not just, as I said, about bricks and mortar, but it is about an investment in young people. We are saying within young people in our communities, we want you to have access to good facilities. And that it doesn't matter whether you're coming from Kwakwa or Mkanduli, that you too may have an opportunity to have access to good facilities. Because we know, as a good sporting nation, ladies and gentlemen, that it is all of you, it is your talents that are born in these courts, in these schools, in these communities. It is your stories that we get to see at times playing themselves out on the world stage. And so this is why this investment is incredibly important. But as I'm in closing, I want to also just say to young people in South Africa that as we are looking 49 years after 1976 and young people really rallied together and really fought against the system, we must ask ourselves, what is our generational core? As young people in 2025, what is our generational core? And for me, one of the things that is really, really important is to understand that endemic youth unemployment in South Africa is our crisis of this day. And so we must be collectively engaged in how do we fix that? How do we become part of the solution and not just passive participants? So young people, this is for you. The pupils of the school, this is for you. Utilize it. Make sure that you are not only engaged, but you're really, your physical exercise, really mental clarity you will gain from there. But you'll also gain resilience. You'll also learn how to fail. You'll also learn how to play as team members. And that is the importance of school and sport. So thank you very much. Ngiyabulele.
GP, 2025 marks 70 years since the adoption of Freedom Charter. And we are commemorating Freedom Charter in this month. And it's quite important that we don't overlook this important document, because it's what led us into us speaking so freely because of the love of people. So it's quite important that we aspire to the message that speaks about education. So thank you, Minister Kwahube, for really raising the aim of education and why it's important, even in this month, to look at education and prioritize that. It is what the Freedom Charter spoke to, that we must teach the youth to love their people, the culture, the humanity, the liberty and peace. And it's quite important that we see it during this time as we invest our effort towards young people. With those words, let me call on Minister Mckenzie Minister responsible for sports, arts and culture, to also provide his remarks and invite the Deputy President to stage. Over to you, Minister.
DP, before I joined government, I used to watch on TV, and I always wished to say this: all protocol observed. So today I can also say those words. To everybody present, our Deputy President, the Premier of the province, the ministers, the Deputy Ministers, the Principal, everybody, but the VIPs, the learners, and the community, this is for you. I want to tell you a story. We were in Paris, and the Deputy President addressed us in Paris, and there was a dinner afterwards, and he said to his protocol, I want to walk back to my hotel. So we walked, and we were talking, and that whole step, he was talking about the youth. He said, make sure you do stuff for the youth. Use your department for the youth. I didn't know was it a lecture or a tongue lashing, but I knew that the Deputy President was speaking about the youth. Our President, His Excellency President Ramaphosa, has given us different instructions as ministers. But the one is the one threat that every minister has is to fix joblessness, youth unemployment. That is number one for us. And to the young people, it's here. The government of national unity is seized with finding job opportunities for when you leave school. But on a more personal note, you know, I want to say to the teachers, the child that deserves your attention the least is the one that needs it the most. I'm going to repeat that. To the teachers, the child, you know that child when you hear he's not at school today, he's sick. Then your soul gets happy, really, thanks God, we're going to have a good day today. That is the child that deserves your attention the most. To the young people, you know, don't make the mistakes I've made. Turn back now if you're busy with wrong things. Don't try to be cool. Don't try to be rude in class. Have respect. Because when you reach the age of 26, 27, 28, life separates you. You will get the cleverest of the school, the ones that there's no respect. They will ask you for 2 rand at the shop. Melani, you need to wear Anani. Melani, you need to wear Anani. But he was rude to the teachers. Respect your teachers. And this facility, I want to thank the Sports Trust. Anita, thank you so much as the CEO. I want to thank the government for giving us, and most importantly for me, is just how we work together with the minister. The minister has been so instrumental in this happening. We like to sign things as ministers. After signing things, we forget about it. But now, we're giving life. This is something we've signed. So it's not just a premier document. That's the fruits of that document, DP, as you've instructed us, as President Ramaphosa has instructed us. We are working together. We are from different parties, but we have one thing in common, which is a love for this country and a love for our children. I want you never to give up. Use this facility. And I want to tell the authorities of this area, stay very far away from this thing. This is not money for your nyaupe. This is not for you to come and do this. We are tired of you guys selling stuff. And if you know if you can buy a basketball hoop, you are as guilty as the person that stole it. This is not a fence for your yard. If you want to fence your yard, go and buy yourself a fence downtown. Leave our children's stuff alone. We are tired of bringing stuff. Government gets blamed of doing nothing. I know there's 3 or 4 nyaupe guys here already licking their lips. Hi, tonight we're going to get a net. They are looking for a buyer. You are playing. We will hunt you down with the Minister of Police. And we will be there. You will not get bail. Let us look after our facilities. This is for you. Maybe you're not a good soccer player. I wasn't a good soccer player. Maybe there's a basketball star in you. How will you know if you don't come and test here? Use this facility. And let me use this opportunity to say, you know, people talk easily, all of us. But to run a country is not easy. I have a front row seat to seeing the work of the president and the deputy president. It's not easy. I see men pay up. It's not easy just to but it is even worse to run a government made up of different parties. We are fighting there. Don't look at us like this. We are fighting. And the deputy president and the president are the ones that bring us right back to why we are there in the first place. It's not easy. I've seen it myself. Japan couldn't do the budget. Germany couldn't do it. France couldn't do it. But we as the government of national unity, we have done it. And our government is still standing. You must not listen to people that say, the government of national unity is doing nothing. It's just nothing. We are busy. We are planning. The best thing that could have happened to us is the government of national unity. And with this, I want to say, DP, we respect you, we love you, and thank you for pushing us to become better. Can we all rise to greet my deputy president, your deputy president, our deputy president, Minister Deputy President Paul Mashatile. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Minister Mckenzie. You may be seated. Ke rata ho dumedisa Moprimiri wa Northwest, Ntate Mokgosi. Thank you very much, Premier, for being such a good host. Premier Rataham. When I was smile, that's why it's hard fit Amara Sbar. Let me greet all the ministers who are with us here, Shenge, Minister Chikunga, Minister Kwahube, Deputy Minister who's our program director, Deputy Minister Steve Mitseke. Ke dumedisa le lona kaofela bana ba le kae. Hello Lena Salo. Hello Lena Salo. We are here because of you, so you must be happy. Minister or Deputy Minister Litsike covered me about the importance of today. We are here to celebrate the heroes of 1976. Most of them were close to your age here, very young, but they stood and said, we're going to fight for our rights. No to Africans as a medium of exchange, but we know that that movement in 1976, I felt education. It made sure that young people get involved in the struggle for change, in schools, in their communities, everywhere. And today we are working on the footsteps of those heroes of 1976. Ke bona ba tadileng ra latela re sa latela le kajeno. We are building this country. And I want to thank you, Minister Mckenzie and Minister Kwahube, to make sure that our schools becomes not only centers of learning to read and write, but a place where our young people can grow in talent, in sport, and become very active. In this facility where you can improve your talents Minister Mckenzie said, you will never know whether you are a good basketball player until you come here and test yourself. You're going to do it, right? You're going to spend your time there, not in the streets. So we're happy to be here with you. The future belongs to you, young people. Grab it with your two hands. Don't play with it. It's important because you are the leaders of tomorrow. But it starts now. You must learn now. You must be a fit sport person now as you grow into the future. You'll become a better, good leader if you start with this energy at this level. We are going to open this facility, and when we give you advice, please take it to heart, because we were also young people like you. So we come from there, we know. So when you give your advice, we come from there as well. You know, Deputy Minister, when I was the president of the Alexander Youth Congress in 1984, our slogan was, "The future belongs to us." That was our slogan. And I want to repeat it to the young people here today. The future belongs to you. And you must use all these facilities, the education you get, the facilities you get, they will prepare you to be a better person for the future, will prepare you to be a better leader. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Indeed, the future belongs to young people of this country. That's the message that we all should take. And for that future to belong to you, you must act on a daily basis, participate, lead, build that future you want. And it is on those words that we will hear from the principal of Primosa Secondary School in her acceptance of the facility by the school, in the acceptance of the facility by the Ministry of Sports, Arts and Culture, as well as basic education. Because this speaks to the laws of attraction, what Deputy President spoke to. When we speak about the things we want, we attract. And we have that. Let's hear from our principal.
Good day, everybody. Learners, hello. Primosa Secondary, good morning. Oh, they're never so quiet. And thank you, Mr. Gayton. I can also say all protocols observed today. Sooner it happened today. Thank you for that. First of all, I just want to thank God for making this possible. Without Him, I don't believe that this will be possible. By the grace of God, we are here today. I also just want to acknowledge all the dignitaries, the officials, everybody, Sports Trust, the Deputy President, all the ministers, all the officials. Thank you for coming out to Primosa today. One of the first things I did when I became a principal was to check what does Primosa stand for. Primosa stand for intuition, intention, seriousness, and wisdom. If you give something its name, you give it its nature. A while back, God really prompted me to write a newsletter to say it's time, kinaku, for the restoration of Promosa. And I want to say to you that the mind shift is going to take place today. We will move from social ills to social responsibility. And I believe that not everybody is academically strong. We need the Castor Semenias, the Ezekiel Sepengs, and that is where you come in. I always encourage learners to die empty. Give back to society that you need to give back. And I know there's a lot of challenges in terms of our infrastructure. There's a lot of challenges, but reviving sports is a milestone for Promosa Secondary today. And I also just want to acknowledge my staff. The staff of Promosa Secondary, what we deal with on a daily basis. I challenge people, they would not last 2 or 3 days. I want to really say thank you to my staff. I want to say thank you to my SGB as well, which is the backbone. Many times the parental involvement is so weak in a community. But today we have people in, with my SMT, with my staff, with my SGB, one thing that we have in common is a passion for change. And that is very, very vital today and very important. So I just want to appreciate, when you appreciate something, you are saying your value is high. And I want to say the value is high today, and I appreciate every stakeholder, Sports Trust. I also want to acknowledge JB Marks Municipality, everyone behind the scenes, everyone, the Conservation Club, everyone, even if you just picked up a paper, you are very much highly appreciated. And I believe, I don't want to make a remark, I want to make a declaration. There is a new season for Promosa. I declare and decree that poverty, unemployment will be eliminated from this community. I declare today that we will take responsibility for maintaining that court and taking ownership of what God has placed in our hands today. So I just want, and I also want to acknowledge my CM, my circuit manager, Marina Sibolai, that's also in our presence today. And I just want to say thank you, God. And I want to say my motto is, we want, we can, and we will. And today I want to say, arise Promosa Secondary, arise.
Arise, Promosa, arise. Arise, Promosa, arise. Viva Promosa, viva. Viva Promosa, viva. Viva the spirit of 1976, viva. Halala. Northwest, halala. Halala. South Africa, halala. We are thankful for those words, Principal. I want to request, just so that we test our history, DP. We used to sing a song, and we ended up knowing it by heart. I don't know if the little ones, the youth, know it, but we'll test it, because you should have heard it even from your own parents. But let me give it to you, because we sang it in English. I give it to Minister Utlai Shapana. When we say, South Africa, we love you, oh beautiful land. Let's show the whole world we can bring peace in our land. Yes. So can we sing it? Yes. Proudly so. Yes. Okay, let's rise. South Africa, we love you, oh beautiful land. Let's show the whole world we can bring peace. of applause for everybody. I wanted us to sing that verse because we don't know about everybody else that's leaving the country. This is our country. We are remaining here. We're going to build this country, strengthen it. Those who are leaving, you are happy. We are happy for you to return. Otherwise, Rona, as South Africans, we are going to guard our democracy. We are going to guard our freedom, and we're going to build this country. And sorry. On Spolaiso. On Spolaiso, we die here, Deputy President, because we love South Africa. Many people died for this freedom. We don't take it lightly. But we are also saying that as young people, education, the economy, and this land shall be shared by all South Africans. Thank you so much. And we're going to go just behind Deputy President, where not only before we go and you hand over this facility, but you're going to leave a tree. This tree that you're going to plant that should bear the fruits that should be enjoyed by young people of JB Max local municipality. And the young people should take care of this tree, nurture it, so that they can enjoy the fruits it bears. So thank you so much. Please, our ushers, lead this way. So we're going to invite, of course, Deputy President, the Premier, Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, Minister of Basic Education, to assist us in planting those trees. Let's also join just by, and Minister Chipunga.
And
We need also all the entourage to support the DP in planting these trees. Thank you.
listen, are we gonna leave after the flowers? Or what? After the flag. Okay.
As you put it in, you are committing to support South Africa, because this is a fruit tree in terms of having enough fruits so that learners can be able to come and harvest from here. You put the soil to support the tree. Let's clap hands as he is planting his own tree. TP, we always prefer that as we plant this type of trees that are symbolic, we must give it a name. So when we finish here, we must have a name of this tree. So as you plant, think about it. Yeah, you must give it a name. It's important so that people who are here will be able to remember this tree and call it by the name that you gave it. Thank you so much, TP. Some more, sorry? No, I think thank you. I think let's give the DP chance to hear the name of the tree.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, DP. The tree is alive. Its name is Uhuru. Thank you.
Where's Mansa's tree?
No, it's not young.
My name is Manuel Lauzi. As I was saying, organization. I'm going to help you to plant this trees lemon. And as we already mix our soil there with the compost, I'm going to help you. You're together.
In the name of
This is the last one. Minister will come and plant this.
okay. Let's go to the plug.
Yeah, Minister, you can also. Just help you.
Yeah, I think the name?
Let's call it Bupilo. Bupilo. This is life.
For taking river.
Thank you so much.
The plug. Yeah. Yeah, where the plug, Melissa? Yeah, it is the plug. Smile!
Media.
What am I supposed to do with it? Kevin? I know it would be good. Yeah. The beneficiaries must go inside, sir.
I need to go in. Media.
But I'm teasing him to ask properly. I speak to him
Are they here? Where's the primary?
The primary academic is fine.
Azzy, Mr.
Sorry, is one more
Unique Williams and HB. Let them come in.
Yeah, we're taking time.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, they're here.
The primary promoter was the
Deputy President, we have two beneficiaries today. These kids that you have together with the ministers are handed over to Promosa Secondary, and the second beneficiary will be Promosa Primary School. So we do have the principal and the deputy principal who will be handing over. Please do receive the kids from the can go. The principal will start with secondary school first. Yes. Please go ahead, principal. And then we've got Promosa Primary School, who's the deputy principal. They are receiving these kids. They include the rugby and the soccer kids. And as Minister Mckenzie has already indicated, this is a multi-purpose sporting facility that will be utilized. So thank you so much. Please, you can get a quick photo with the two principals in between them.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, the principal is
Yes, the HB.
HB.
Nothing. Sure, I would do ownership.